So some of you might know me, some of you might don't know me. I think everybody know me. Okay. Yeah, I'm Etienne, and I decided to come up with this class, a very short class today, where I can talk about what it is like trading cryptocurrency. So it's going to be a very fast one, and I'm very sure it's going to be a very interesting one, because the idea of this is to see how I can show you the basics of what it is like trading cryptocurrency and walk you through what it looks like and what the platforms or tools is like, and how you can make some extra cash probably at your free time. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. I hope that is I'm going to be sharing my screen with you people. So I hope this is fine. So basically, I believe most of you here must have heard about blockchain and Bitcoin. Probably must have heard about Ethereum, and must have heard about a lot of good things it's doing in the space. I have some previous videos and articles I've written in regards to that, so I will not be discussing about those things today, but I'm just trying to be on the financial side of what. And I'm going to be on the Binance platform. I earlier told you that there are some tools that can be used to make money. So Binance is one of those tools. Cryptocurrency exchanges are those tools. So specifically, we are using Binance. So Binance is a centralized exchange, a centralized cryptocurrency exchange that offers several other services. But basically, what you do on Binance is that you trade, or rightly speaking, you exchange. Imagine exchanging dollar with naira. Yeah, but this time around, you exchange cryptocurrency, you exchange Bitcoin for Ethereum, you exchange Ethereum for some other coins like Ripple or Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, a whole host of them. So there are some remarkable things about Binance. That's the whole reason why we are using Binance in the first place. So one of the remarkable thing about Binance is the technology it is built upon. It's robust and it's very fast. Binance can do about 1.4 million transactions per second. That's that's much. So that can compete with the likes of, will I say that's even more than what the likes of Visa can do? Your Visa card or your MasterCard. Visa card can, I think Visa is about among the highest in the world. Visa can do about 200,000 transactions per second. The Binance can do 1.4 million transactions per second. So it's an incredible technology. Apart from that, you also have the thing of liquidity. I'll show more light about the liquidity, like the money in the system. You don't want to go to a market where you want to exchange one Bitcoin for Ethereum and you discover that nobody even have up to one Bitcoin inside there. You want to be somewhere that people have up to one Bitcoin and so much more. You want to exchange one Bitcoin and discover that the trading volume, what is trading at that particular instant, is about $1 billion. So one Bitcoin is just about 12,000. So 12,000 in $1 billion market, like nobody know you came to the market, man. So those are the kind of places I think you want to be, because it's going to be fast for you to do whatever you want to do. So I also like to recognize one of my friends here, Shockwave Education. So Shockwave, what they do in Shockwave probably is going to tell us more, but just a brief introduction. What they do in Shockwave is just you get signals for trade. And currently, Shockwave has been operating for a couple of years, about 2 years, and at Shockwaves, I get free signals from Shockwaves. So that's why I invited him here. So I hope that after this meeting, we can reach an agreement where we can get free signals for the Telegram group from Shockwaves. But even if it's going to be paid, it's going to be very subsidized and at an affordable rate. I think it's going to be subsidized. Like I really don't subscribe to free things most of the time, but let's see how that conversation goes. I think it's going to be between my team and the Shockwave guys. So jumping right into what we have for today, using Binance, just make sure that you're on Binance.com. I'll do a couple of things. I'll encourage you to join with my Binance link. I think the link is on the group chat. Let me see. One moment. 1 minute. Let me see. Let me see whether I posted that link. It's somewhere. I believe I might have had some recent discussions in recent times. 1 minute. Let me just fetch my Binance link. I will encourage you to register my Binance link because it's very important that Binance knows that you came from me, because that is going to give you 20% discount on all your transactions. 20% discount. I think I'm the most generous when I give people 20% discount on Binance. It's not as if it's my father's property, but you know. Okay, so on the chat room, I dropped my Binance link there. That Binance link gives you 20% discount on all the trades you can ever do on Binance, ever, if you register with that link. So I'll advise you to register on that link with Binance. You can be following me as I'm discussing, as I'm going through, as I'm talking as I'm having this discussion today. And please kindly note down your questions, because after this, we're going to be having a question and answer section. So just a little bit recap for the people who are just joining us. What we are doing today is just to talk about how you exchange one coin for another, one cryptocurrency for another. It might be a token, it might be a crypto coin, but how can I do that and do it effectively and efficiently? So, but today is going to be an introduction, and subsequent of this subsequent discussions around this topic, it's going to get a lot more complex. So I'll encourage you to always watch out for more classes as they're coming, and it's always very important so that you follow and know what's happening. So first things first, I've tried to make you understand what Binance does, what cryptocurrency does, and what trading is. The next thing I think I should do is to tell you the basic steps. Like when you are new on an exchange and you want to trade, you watch out for how to deposit money and how to withdraw money. So on Binance, there are a couple of ways to deposit money. Some of these ways are disabled because you're in Nigeria. Yeah, there's a way we cheat the system, but probably let us not begin on that note. So, but the normal ways. So on top of this place, you find buy crypto, you find markets, trades, derivative, finance, you find wallets, open orders. Yeah, you find about yourself here. Yeah. And you get some notifications when you log into Binance and other good things happening on Binance as it goes or currently. Then you can use these QR codes to download Binance on Google Play or Apple Store. But what this Binance just does for you, what this barcode does for you is that you download the real Binance before you put your money somewhere that somebody can clone this and make it his own, and you put your money where it is. So you choose your language, your preferred language. I prefer sticking with English, no French for now. And sometimes I go with dollar, sometimes I go with Naira. Yes, there's Naira listed on this exchange, actually, this NGN. I have no doubts believing that Nigeria is one of their largest customer in Africa. That's always been for every business. So buy crypto, you can buy with your deposits. You can deposit using your bank card. You can buy with a credit debit card, or you can have this peer-to-peer trading where you and somebody make an agreement. Binance is just like an intermediary that connects you and that person. So you guys get to an agreement, and the deal gets settled on Binance. So, but I will do something more interesting than using buy crypto. If you go to wallet here, you go to overview, you go under overview, just hover over wallet, you get to spot wallet, and mm, the internet seems to be a little bit slow today. I don't know why. So you see the wallet overview, you see the spot wallet, the margin wallet. So there are different kind of trades, right? You can have, there's no money in this wallet though. Please, you can send me something after this, please. So there are different types of trade. You have spots, you have margin, you have futures, but we are going to focus on sports trading for today. So let's say you want to deposit Bitcoin, you have deposit here, you have withdrawal, you have trade. When you click on trade, you see all the markets Bitcoin is trading on. Click on withdrawal, you withdraw money. Probably you are paying somebody else inside Binance. Withdraw and pay that person, and it's not going to charge you. It's going to behave as if it wants to charge you, but it will not charge you when you discover that you're paying somebody inside Binance. But you are paying somebody outside Binance, it's going to charge you. So depending on at that instance, so there are different times for different payments, different amounts being charged, because Binance doesn't make money from collecting um, from withdrawal fees. Definitely, there's no deposit fee. And Binance doesn't make money from withdrawal fees, but the withdrawal fee you pay is just on the Bitcoin network, like the transaction fees you pay on Bitcoin. So it's a little bit high because confirmations need to happen immediately. So, but just go to search, you get NGN, and this is NGN, the Nigerian Naira. You can click on deposits, and it takes you to this page where you can deposit. So you can use 1.4% fee if you want to deposit with your card. It's a little bit expensive, or you just pay a flat fee of 150 naira if you're doing bank transfer. The normal bank transfer, when you're sending money to your friend, you just do the normal bank transfer. So there's no naira here, so I don't even know how we can do this. Let me see. Okay, let me say I want to deposit 200,000. So I'm paying a flat fee of 150 naira. So if you want, you can deposit as much as 4 million. You still pay 150 naira. Like, this is what I mean. You pay. You can see this is as much as 4 million naira, and that is the maximum here, and you're still paying 150. Right? But it's not so if you use card. If you use card, it's way more expensive. Number one is that having deposits 4 million naira is way beyond the limit. So you have to bring it down. Let me see. Your deposits now. Your deposit 4,000 naira. But you see, 1.4% is more than 150 naira. So why should I pay 504 naira using my bank card? So let's go back to transfer. 40,000 naira is the expected amount, and it brings up a Flutterwave API, or Flutterwave gateway. Sorry, my connection is a little bit unstable. Connection is very unstable today. So you can see an account number. Please don't save this account number, because anytime you try this, it gives you a different account number. Don't save the account number. Pay into this account number, and Binance Holdings Limited should be the return name. click on make transfer. You have made your transfer, and that is just it. I've not made any transfer, but don't worry. If you send money to this account and it doesn't go, it refunds you back your money. So you don't even need to contact customer care or anybody if it doesn't go. It's very automated. So down here you can see your history. Sorry. So you can go and view your history, or you can go back to your wallet. Let's see where I can view history. So yeah, when you can view your history, you see a lot of things. You can see processing. And see fields. Please don't mind that field. I can't go to the next page so that some people will not kidnap me. Right? Just leave it like that. So please go to trade. If you go to trade, because we're on spot wallet, you just click on advance. And now that we have funded our wallet, technically we have not funded our wallet. Let's say we have funded our wallet. Now get the trade. So no, we're not trying to customize our interface. So a lot of things are being displayed here. Please don't forget, go to trade, go to advanced. Please, I will beckon on you. Look into the group chat, and you see my Binance link there. You sign up using that Binance link, and you get 25% discount on all your trades. That's a good thing about using that Binance link. And also, I get to know that, okay, you're part of what we are doing here. So you get to see a lot of things on this screen, and a lot of these things should be confusing you, especially if you're a new person, but don't worry. We are going to walk through some of these things now and have some explanations. So basically, you look at this place, you look at this. I really don't want to keep my cursor on it because of the pop-up. Pop-up is not our focus. So you just look at this BTC USDT here.
Young man, sleep now. When I record their YouTube, what are you?
Hello. Hello. Okay. So as I was saying, make sure it's on spot. We are doing spot here. Spot trading. Spot trading means it's something that is going to be happening instantly. So please, if you wouldn't mind, you can mute your mic. It's very important that you mute your mics. So sorry for that distraction. I just lost who I was. So I told you about volume. Here's the volume for today. What's happening in the past 24 hours? This $700 million trading. So if you're coming here with $11,000 is about, let me see. I would say $3,000 is about 1.2 million naira, or there about 1.3 million naira. So $11,000 should be about, I don't know. Guys, help me with the maths, please. $11,000 should be about 12 million or 13 million naira. So 13 million naira can build a house in my village. So imagine coming with 13 million naira in a $700 million market. $700 million. What is going to be the conversion? If $100 million is about 47 billion, am I right? 100 million is about 47 billion. So times it by 7. Somebody should help me with that mathematics. So this is the price, the lowest it has gotten for the past 24 hours. From this time we are talking today to this time yesterday. This is the lowest it has gotten, and this is the highest it has gotten. This is the maximum change that you have had, the maximum points that it has changed, and the maximum percentage, or the current percentage, sorry. at the current point. Sorry, I mean, but this is the current amount is trading. Both what you see down here and up here, they are just the same thing. I don't know why that repetition. And here you find different markets. If you click on BTC here, you get into the BTC market. You see different trading pairs for BTC, a whole lot of them. So you can select here, select those that have arrange it in the order that who has lost more in the past 24 hours, or you arrange it who has gained more. You can see this coin CRV has gained so much in the past 24 hours. You can arrange it by price. What is the cheapest hot BTC? So, or what is the most expensive Wi-Fi? Yeah, this yield farm token has been doing so well in recent time. It has been crazy. So I was listening a podcast by the founder just before I started this call. So you have a lot of tools here which can help you make your analysis. We might not be able to dive into that today because of time. Here you see the people who are selling, and here you see the people who are buying. Here you see everybody. It's all the James and John. Everybody is buying and selling at the same time. Here you see open orders. If I set a trade, I'm going to see it at open orders. If this trade gets filled, I'm going to see it at order history. Should I check in the past what my order history looks like? Is it necessary? So you can see trade history, what you have done before and a long time ago. You can see your funds here. You see all the coins that you are holding and their values. See your coin. So down here, you see your volume. I told you about what is trading volume. This volume is 24 hours. But if you're talking about a time frame, there's a time frame here. So you can change the time frame to 1 minute, 3 minutes, whatever you want. You can change it into hours. You can change it into days. Sorry if I'm confusing you. Don't worry. Keep on attending, keep on learning, keep on listening to things like this. You keep on getting a lot of these things. I don't just want to go into details so that I will not overload some people, because the main aim of this webinar is to talk to people who have not done this before, and people who have done this before, probably talk to them what it is like to be on Binance. So you have these different time frames here. You can change it to a 1 month time frame. Yeah, I just removed the volume. So that volume is also in line with this time frame. The volume I just removed, but let's just remove it so that we can have this clarity here of what we are doing. So you have where you can place your order, you place your buy order, or you place your sell order. So the number one rule, the most basic rule, it's very simple. The most basic rule is you buy low, you sell high. When I say you buy low, you sell high, this is what I mean. I'll get an arrow here. Okay, let me first of all change to trading view. Trading view has a better view than the original. So you can see the volume here. The volume at this point, each of these bars standing here, these are all the statistics. So each of these bars is 1 day. I can change this time frame to, let's say, 15 minutes. Let's see what it is like in 15 minutes. So you can actually see what the market has done in 15 minutes. So it depends if you want to be trading per minute, if you want to be trading per day. Some people trade quarterly. When I say quarterly, they put one trade in 3 months. Some people put one trade in 1 year. Some people put one trade in 6 months. Some people put one trade in microseconds. Some people trade in microseconds. Some people trade in seconds, 10 minutes. It depends on your strategy and on what you are looking at. But here we are going to stick with trading in minutes, trying to see that between 24 hours, between 1 hour, you have concluded on your trade and you have moved on. So let me grab something here. Let me place this here. Okay. Let me put this red line. So you can see this red line that is cutting across. So you can see that this is a 15 minutes chart, and it has been touching at several points on this red line. There's what we call price action. Price action is when we like to say the left hand side is fighting the right hand side, kind of a gist like that. So price action is when the price action is when the left hand side is fighting the right hand side, and we see what happens. So what you typically see here are candles, and this long thing you see here, they refer to it as wick. You know, candles used to have wick, so you refer to this as wicks. So everything you see here, it's a lot of information. A lot of information you are not going to get today, which is the first day, but you are going to get it as time goes on. Sorry to disappoint the rich quick guys. This is not a rich quick skill. It's a skill which you have to develop. And they said in my language that when you learn something, it is more important when you learn something than when you use witchcraft to get that thing. So, yeah, sticking to our discussion today, when you talk about price action, you see several price action on this line, which we have here. You can see price action around this area. You can see price action around this area. You can see price action around this area. So that is like for this particular time frame, it is viable if I place a trade on this line. Yes, it's going to be viable. And also, if you take this line upwards, you see that for a couple of days now, you can see that for a couple of days below here, that the market has been trending, and it's also viable if I sell somewhere around here to make profit. So what you just have to calculate is that if I place a trade here, it was 11,750. At 11,750, if I place a trade, a buy order here, and I buy, you can see that it has touched a couple of places at 11,750. So that means if I buy at this point, and because he has touched a couple of places at 11 what now? Probably I should just get a round figure, 11,900. So it's definitely going to touch 11,900 soon. So you can easily start at 11,900 and come down again to wait for it. Please, guys, I will appreciate you to mute your mics, right? Okay, let me go back to the shared screen. 1 minute. Let me just put my phone in order. Let me put my phone in order. So if you buy here and you sell here, you discover that you have made some profit. So what is that profit we are talking about? There's another tool here that can help you calculate this profit in a simpler way. So without having to press a lot of mathematics, doing a lot of mathematics and pressing a lot of calculator. So okay, so you can see here, you can buy at this point which is almost at that 11,750, and you can sell at this point. If you do that, actually you have made 1.2% of your money. You see, this thing is almost touching there, just as I said. So you have made 1.2% of your money, and that's like a win-win for you. 1.2% can look small, but let me say you enter this market with ₦1,000,000 and you make 1% of ₦1,000,000. 1% of ₦1,000,000 is 10,000. So imagine you just making 10,000 like 50 minutes or less even. Because I don't see that this is going to be up to 50 minutes. Probably shouldn't be up to 50 minutes before it touches this line. So you have just made that free money, and you have just made that 1% of your money. This trade I'm talking about now, it's the ideal trade. There are some other coins that can shoot 300% in 15 minutes even, or probably in 24 hours, or probably in 5 days, can give you 300%, can give you 1,000%. There are coins like that. But I'm trying to use the ideal case, like the toughest scenario, like, so that let me not blow your mind with having 300%, then you think that every day is Christmas. It usually doesn't happen like that all the time. So in placing this trade now, what you can do is very simple. Let me delete all this so that you can have some focus here. So if you want to buy at that 9,750, the simplest thing you do is that you come down here. You see the price of what you want to buy. You said 9,750, right? You just put your 9,750 here, 9,750, and this is your buy price. You don't know how much this is. Let me say the balance you have here. This balance you have here, you want to buy everything inside your wallet. You just have to take this to 100%, and it takes everything inside your wallet. But if you don't want to, let me say you have 1,000 as your USDT balance, you can just type the amount you want. Probably you want to use 300 for this trade. Okay, USDT is a stable coin. It's a dollar pegged stable coin. So if you have $1,000, you can put it in this system and you have 1,000 USDT, which is equal to $1,000. Okay, you'll be asking that, okay, we deposited Naira and we are using dollar. Don't worry about that. Probably I'll just show you this chart against of Bitcoin against Naira. There's a chart for that too. You just have to replicate the very thing I'm explaining here on Bitcoin against Naira, and you're good to go. So say you want to buy $300 instead of 1,000, which is your balance. Let's just have this imaginary balance of 1,000. You put it here, and it's going to give you how much Bitcoin you are going to buy at the rate of 11,750, and you just click buy. Yeah, it's telling me that I don't have enough money to buy this. Yeah, it's actually very correct. I don't have enough money to do that. But if you click here, you are going to see the transaction here under open orders. You see it here. So what is going to happen is that whenever this trade comes down and it comes to this 750 here, 11,750, it gets filled. But let's say this cursor or this indicator was already at 750 and you clicked at 750. It's still going to come here, but it's going to be very fast because of the speed of the platform. You might not even get to see it when it comes here. If this cursor is at 750 and 11,750, it can be very fast. So here remains the current price at which is buying. Yes, still a repetition of that price. As I earlier said, I don't know why the repetition up here, the same repetition is here. It's as if is that we're not seeing. So yes, this volume you are buying here, this BTC volume you are buying here. So you find other people's BTC volume and also find them here. So yeah, my assets are 0, 0. So the same thing happens when you are selling You can also remember what I said. The rule is that you buy high. You sell high and you buy low. Buy as cheap as you can, just like you go to the market to buy whatever anything you want to buy. You always try to buy it very cheap, and when you are selling, you try to sell it as expensive as possible. But I'm not saying you should sell it like let's say the maximum it has gone for today is 11,980. Don't just try to go and sell it at 11,000. Okay, let's say you don't go and sell it at 14,000. You might never get to 14,000 to the next 3 months. You might never get to 14,000 to the next 1 hour. But you just have to make your analysis and be sure that, okay, within this time frame, it's going to get to 11,000 and you make your purchase at that 11,000. So you find other things here about markets, about stop limit and those things. I don't want to get into this for now. I would just like to keep it a lot more simple. I promise to show you the Naira market, right? Bitcoin Naira market. So under Bitcoin here, you can just type, this is the Bitcoin market, right? It shows you the Bitcoin pairs that is available on Binance. You can see it's very plenty. Like the pairs you have on Binance is plenty. There's no exchange that has this in the world. It's just too plenty. Let's not bother ourselves with that thing. Sorry, we get back to Binance and we type NGN. So it doesn't show anything because it's actually BTC slash NGN. But what we have in this place is something slash BTC. Something slash BTC. So you have to go and look for NGN, right? You have to look for something slash NGN, which is BTC slash NGN. You go to fiat, you find different types of US dollar kind of cryptocurrency here. You find TUSDT, you find BUSDT, you find USDT, PAX. A lot of them. You find even DAI has its own. You find Euro, you find Great British Pound, and voila, this is Naira, right? You click on Naira and it shows you the market for Naira. You have BTC Naira, you have BNB Naira, you have BUSD Naira. So BNB is the coin for Binance. Please, if you register with my link and you get 20% discount, you can also try to pay trading fees on Binance using Binance token on your coin, on your platform. You just have to go and enable it. Probably I'll show you that later. If you enable it, you are going to be charged another minus 25%. So when you put everything together, you are trading at 0.06%. That's going to be a transaction fee. So what I mean is that, let's say you are trading $1,000. Sorry, I can't call it in Naira. I don't know what Naira is. I think better in dollars. So let's say you are trading $1,000. So the usual trading fee on Binance is 0.1%. So 0.1% is like 0.001 of the amount. So $1,000 times 0.0001. Is it how many zeros? 2 zeros, right? Yes. 0.001, right? So that means you're actually paying $1 transaction fee for trading $1,000 worth of any cryptocurrency. So, but when I tell you that you're now paying 0.06, that's like 0.030 zeros now, right? 0.0006 of $1,000. I don't know, that is running in cents. If you change that cents to Naira, it's a very small amount of money. So sorry if you just registered on Binance using my Binance link, without my Binance link, because you have just missed out on that opportunity. But if you registered on Binance using my Binance link, kudos. Nice one. Enjoy your cheap trading fees. I don't know anything better than that. So back to what we're looking for. We're looking for BTC Naira. Just click on BTC Naira and Voila. Here's BTC Naira, and you can see how much BTC is being sold as I'm speaking to you. BTC is 5,580,600 and okay, it's changing, right? It's not constant, but it's 5,500,000 and something. So what is actually trading here is 1.8 billion naira. Like this is actually what some states get for their annual budget. So, that is what that's what Binance is trading in 24 hours. What some people are trading, what some states in Nigeria have. So what I mean is that most of this money is from Nigerians like me and you, right? It's not as if somebody in Canada is putting this naira here, right? It's both of us that have our MasterCards connected to our banks in Nigeria when we fund our accounts. So it's not as if this 1.8 billion naira is coming out from the booth. What I'm saying is that Nigerians like me and you doing serious stuff. You can just key into that serious stuff. So if you look at this naira trade, for example, this is in 15 minutes chart. I'll break it down to 3 minutes charts. And yeah, this is what happens every 3 minutes. This is how much it has moved. Each of these chart bar shows how much it has moved in 3 minutes. So you can see that in by the past 3 minutes, the people have been doing very awesome volumes over here. Like people have been dumping serious money into this market. Like what I'm telling you is that these people who are dumping this money are in Nigeria. They're not in any other African country or any country outside the world. Like 90% of these people are in Nigeria, right? That's just what I want you to understand. Like people are doing serious things. So you can keep killing. Like, sorry, I have to empty this account so that people will not kidnap me. So we can actually put trades, live trades here, because whatever you put here is happening in real time. But I promise that in the next time we are going to be having these meetings, we are going to do live trading. So you can see that this is 12 o'clock. This is Nigerian time actually. You can see yes 14, like now it's 4 o'clock something. So you can see that between 12 o'clock to this time the market has moved from down to up. So had it been you bought somewhere down here, you could have sold up here by this 4 hours time and you have made your money. So imagine that you came to the market with 1 Bitcoin and you bought it here at 5.52 million naira and you are selling it up here at 5.58 million naira. So within a span of 4 hours, you have made how much? 58 minus 52 is going to give you 6. So you have made close to 60,000 or thereabout within just this amount of time, within 4 hours. Like, I don't know how many jobs in Nigeria that if you have 5,000 naira working capital, you make 60,000 naira in 4 hours or less. I don't know how many jobs in Nigeria can give you that. Yeah, I also understand that you're not like, okay, Ogweni, you're talking of 5 million naira, yeah. Yes. That can also translate to 50,000 naira, right? 50,000 naira. If 5 million naira gives you 60,000, 50,000 naira can give you 600. If you do 600 twice in a day or 3 times in a day, that's like 1,800. That's like 1.5. You make 1.5 extra every day because you have 50,000 naira. I think it's cool business. For me, it's cool business. But that doesn't mean that I will not let you know coins that can make your 50,000 naira to be 300,000 naira. That coins that do that. Like, just as I explained earlier, that is why shockwaves are here. If you check on the chart, you will see shockwaves. Shockwaves, what he does is that he sends out signals. And yes, most of the signals that are going to be on the Telegram group is going to be coming from shockwaves. Yeah. So, but for now, Shockwaves is doing it free. You can contact him or you can go through our Telegram group. The good thing about going through our Telegram group is that you get it free now and ever. But if you go through Shockwaves, I don't know what his packages are, but I think definitely you get it free for now. I don't know. I don't really know the details. You know, I kind of do enterprise with Shockwave, so don't worry how we settle. But just know that if you're on my platform, you get it free now and ever. So you can see a lot of people who are buying here. There's a lot of green, and very few red. Green. Show you that a lot of people are actually buying into this market. You can see here also a lot of people who are buying, and the people who want to sell are selling further down away from the current market price. So that is depth. These are different tools with which you use in doing your analysis, right? Don't be scared. I don't want to overload you too, and don't worry. Don't worry. You get all this as time goes on. You can't get all of it today. So I think I will draw a conclusion to what I am doing. I will draw a conclusion to my presentation. And before I pick questions, before I start taking questions, I would like to invite Shockwave guy, my Oga from Shockwave. I would like him to just talk to us, say a couple of things to us about trading and yeah. So, Mr. Pius, can we hear from you?
Good evening, all. Don't worry, you don't need to see my face.
We want to see your face, sir.
No, my face is not looking very good because I've been sleeping. I've been trading throughout the night.
Sorry,
It like that.
don't look like keep started the face, like too much dollar and pound.
So,
Person will get money fine anyhow.
just like what senior boss just told us, Etienne. Um, one thing I like telling people is that I started with Ponzi, right? I don't know if any of us wants the Ponzi, whether MMM, get help.
5 o'clock.
Right?
Spring cash.
So, okay, I only did MMM and get help, right? And I made some small money from there. As good as it was then, I can tell you the truth. There's no Ponzi that can give you money like crypto market. Mark me anywhere. Can you hear me? There's no Ponzi that can give you money like crypto market. It comes as even if the work and a particular project or crypto asset that you buy or you bought eventually dies. Let me say die. More or less like dumped. Even when you leave it there, in a couple of days, weeks, or even months, it will come back. But when MMM crashed, right, or get help when they crashed, they left with our money, right? Some of us a few million, some of us a few thousand. And just like you also did mention, the crypto space is not something you get in a hurry. You don't come in here to make your percentage or your profits all of a sudden. You know, it's not a quick it gets rich quick scheme. It's something you will learn. It's something you need to learn. When I started, I, there's this experience I will never forget. That was supposed to be either 2017 or so or thereabout. I had a loss of about $6,000 in one night. I'm not exaggerating. $6,000 in one night. And you can imagine all I had was $10,000 I invested. And I had $6,000 loss. Now, it couldn't have been a loss But because I was still learning, I sold out immediately to cash out my money first. But if I had left it there, it would have bounced back and I wouldn't have had any loss or losses. So this space is ripe. And when you have something like this, like a free training, if you take advantage of it, when I was starting, or when I started, there were training I had to do, and there were the stuff I had to pay over $1,000 and the like, right? So when you have free distance, though myself, I don't like coming in for free stuff. The reason I don't come in for free stuff most times is because I won't be serious. So I prefer paying and getting my mind on it seriously. It doesn't matter what it is. I prefer paying so that when I know, the Bible says where your money is or where your heart is, either of which, if you replace either of them, it tells you that your money is where your heart is where your money is. So that's that. You need to get your friends on board the group, the block maker group community. Just like you also mentioned, our crypto signals are free to just block maker community. And if you're actually going to join the premium, then for the premium you pay. For the premium is actually for people that are doing 9 to 5 kind of jobs, and they need to get signals for good trade. And also for people that are full-time traders that have nothing else to do, right? And it's something that even if you don't make any percent, at least if you don't make anything, you should make at least 20% every month. That's what I tell someone. If you don't make anything, at least make 20% every month. You can imagine if you have $10,000, for example, and you do 20% every month for 24 months, compounding interest, you have over 700 and something $1,000, right? That's big money. Your job won't give you that, right? And when you join the block maker and you learn, and then there's no way you won't be able to. I met someone who through us is making 200. I mean, from $200, they actually made $3,000 at the end of the month. That's within the space of 30 days. With $200, they actually started with $200. At the end of the month, they had $3,500. You say how? It's possible. You can imagine if you make $20 every day. There are signals I give most times in a day, 200% signals. The one I gave yesterday went up 1,120%, right? And so on. So I would like to stop here so that I don't take up the time and so that you could ask your question if there is any. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Pius. So I really appreciate you coming around and talking to a lot of people today about what we are doing on the blockchain space and a lot of good things about it. So I focus more on blockchain development. Trading crypto is just what I do for pastime. Yeah. Let me just add to something he said. There's this popular notion in crypto that says that if you don't sell, you are not losing, right? We quite know when Bitcoin was at $19,000 some time ago. Yeah, if you bought Bitcoin at $19,000, if you have sold that Bitcoin, you must have certainly lost money. But both of us know quite well that if you are still holding that Bitcoin you bought at $19,000 a couple of years ago, we know that a couple of years to come is going to surpass $19,000, so you have not sold. Okay, what I just said is what a typical life of an investor is, but you are a trader. A trader is different from an investor, and a trader is more of short term. You do in microseconds, you do in seconds, you do in minutes. Max, you do like in 3 months as a trader. So you just have to find it out that, okay, how long am I willing to hold this coin and sell? So if I don't make it out of that, how long I have to just sell it, whether I lose or I gain, right? Yeah, probably the concept I'm pointing at here might be a little bit fuzzy for you now, but don't worry, because as I said earlier, we're going to get it right. So he also talked about getting free things, right? Yes. Don't be deceived. When I tell you that this thing is free, don't think it's free. The only thing is that I'm telling you that you are not going to pay. Somebody is paying for you. As I'm talking to you now, if you like, don't even come for this webinar. If you like, log out as I'm talking now. Somebody is paying for me talking to you today. So it's not free. The only thing is that the person is just paying for you and you now think it's free. So don't worry about how the payment is being made. It's beyond the scope of why we're here. So, yeah, I would like you to unmute your mic and ask me any question based on what we have discussed today, based on trading, anything that is very sophisticated, very complex. I can always call on my brother Pius and we can tackle it out. You know, I'm not like the Wall Street trading guy that's trading some kind of sophisticated bonds. Yeah.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I came in late because of service issues.
Oh.
Please, what's the minimum amount I want to use to start off?
For the minimum amount, I don't really have a clear picture of what it is, but I think if you have 5,000 naira, you can start. Like, I don't see anybody that at least cannot save up to 5,000 naira in a short while.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. For 5,000 naira, what kind of like return can someone get from it, like weekly?
See, it's just back to what Pius just said earlier. It's not like a Ponzi scheme where you have 30% monthly, you have 50% monthly. It depends on how hard you work, right? You can get signals. Because I know most of you here don't know how to do. That is particular why I made this conversation today very simple. So the conversation today is around, can somebody give me one and I use this person's signal to trade? That's the key focus of what I'm trying to achieve today. So
Okay.
if you get the signals that you can get that can give you 300% trade. So imagine starting
Okay.
500, 5,000 naira, you do 300% of 5,000 naira. That is like,
Wow.
there are equally signals that can give you 1%. Why I'm asking you to sign up with my link is that it makes your transaction fee very, very small. When you come up with when you start up trading with 5,000 naira, you start up trading with 3,000 naira, it's small money. Imagine starting 0.1% of 3,000 naira. Like, it's, for me, I think it's too much, right? But if you're being charged 0.00, like 3 zeros before a 6, 0.0006.
So actually, I signed up with your link anyway.
Oh, yes.
I have a question, please.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. What is the margin, the trading margin? Because, in the normal Forex platform, there's a margin for every pair. So I want to know, how is their margin like?
Oh, that shockwave. Pius. Margin.
Okay.
Well,
So,
I want you to get the best explanation. It's not as if I can jump into it, but let's get the best explanation from the best person, right?
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, so when you come to like the exchange we're using, which is the Binance Exchange, right? We have on the trading, if you have your what's it called, the site open, when you go on that trade, you get the basic trade, which is more for just the easiest way, or one of the easiest way to trade for those that do not have any understanding about trading so much. Then you have the classic, you have the advanced, you have margin, you have OTC, right? Now, when you go to margin, there's no much time. I would have shared my screen and you see all of that for yourself, right? Now, when you go to margin, that's where you now start more like your leverage, more like you do your 3x, 5x, right? Are you there? Hello.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
So you on what's it called on Binance, we have the isolated margin, we have the cross margin, and all of that. I may not be able to explain everything in detail, but on crypto, one thing I want to let you understand is that the crypto platform and the what's it called, the forex platform, they are more like very different, right? The only thing that's similar is the fact that you understand fundamental analysis, then what's it called, technical analysis, right? And then you know how to use the tools and the like. But when you come into the crypto space, you realize that milliseconds and nanoseconds, if I'm going to use that word, are enough to cause great change. Okay, so most times people coming in from forex, what's it called, space, get to lose a lot when they don't understand the crypto space. It can drop 50% from your buy point or your buy zone. It can go up 1,000% from your buy zone in less than 30 seconds, in less than 30 minutes, right? So that's just what I can say. But concerning the margin trade on what's it called, on crypto like Binance, which one of the good exchange I use, you have the margin, you have the future, you have leverage and all of that. So it's something that you need to. What I will do is that we'll post what's it called, an article from Binance on margin so that you can read more. But when it has to do with what's it called, the live trading and all of that, you can also meet Etienne. He will let you know how to go about that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, David, I see you raising your hand. Do you have any questions for this?
Yes, good evening, everyone. So I believe that we can gain or lose. So I'm asking, is there anything like lot sizes, like what on Forex, of course, you can take mini lot sizes, micro lot sizes, and a standard lot size. Is there anything like that to checkmate the amount of money you get, as the amount you either gain or lose on crypto trading?
Yeah. Well, okay, that has to do with your risk management and what's it called, planning, right? One thing about the crypto space is this: when you enter a trade, that should be yesterday. I made a post that you should have at least you risk about 5%, minus 5%, okay, in the crypto space, which means you have to set a stop loss at minus 5%. Now, one thing about the crypto on crypto exchanges, there are no what was it called?
Lot sizes.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, on crypto exchanges, there are no more or less like a tool or more like a format whereby you can just say this is your lot size. You be the one to know what your lot size means, what it is, what you are ready to put down and what's it called, to risk in terms of your managing your what's it called, your fund, to manage your funds. Okay. Yeah. Now, like for example, oh, how I wish I can share my screen. I wish. Etienne, how many minutes it's your what's it called, your Zoom? How does your Zoom run? Your Zoom, is it unlimited?
24 hours.
Okay. So just a minute.
Okay.
You're transferring our funds out, Abdi. Hi, Jesus Christ. Alright. So while we're waiting for him, please, Appius, there's a question in the chat. He's talking about what's the difference between futures, margin, and perpetual. Yeah, you can just have that in mind. Or if you can talk about why we're waiting for your screen to come on.
Can we still ask question while we wait for the screen to come out, or we just hold on and start?
Sure.
Yeah. Now, I observed something, but I don't know if I'm right.
Okay.
I'm good in studying candles. I mean, I'm talking about the candles in the chart. But when I look at the crypto chart, I discovered that they don't have respect for candles. Where you have bullish engulf to give you a good signal and so on. But I noticed that it was the other way around. I don't know if I'm not getting it right.
Yes, exactly. You are getting it right.
Sorry. Hello, Etienne. Just give me the permission to share my screen.
Okay.
I had to speak to my laptop. Yeah.
How do we even do that now?
Okay. You go to
Advanced.
go to participants. Click on Shockwave. You see option there. Then you can give permission to share screen.
Try sharing again. I think I gave everybody permission to share.
Okay, I just got it.
Okay, great.
Okay, this is a typical Binance platform, okay? And this is actually on margin trade, okay? And just let me answer the last question first, based on the person talking about the crypto traders not respecting candles, right?
Yes.
The truth is, we respect candles, right? But over the time, we have learned a lot that in this space, candles sometimes can deceive you. Okay. Now, it's just good to note that what's it called? As this candle moves up, you know, you can see bullish movement. You can see like here, it tells you that it's actually bearish for the fact that you have about 3 straight candles coming down and the like without any green anyone. But actually, if you were in this trade while this was happening, you could have also realized that it was actually pushing up to, actually I'm using a 15 minutes, what's it called? Time frame. Yes, I prefer using 15 minutes most times because I day trade and also to spot most of these candles, right? How they move and how to react to them. So we respect candles, but the crypto market is crazy. It's such that the moment there's a news, something can happen. Like, okay, let me show you something. Let me share on that screen with you if I can. Okay, that's if I can. Let me just show you something here. Okay, trade now. See this? It's a different trade, okay? Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a different trade, right? Now it opened at, let me use the US dollars for it. Sand. USD. So to be better understood. Okay. So now this trade, is it still on USD?
Yes. Sand USD.
So this trade opened around here, right? This is about 0.09, Abby. Should be about 9 cents. Am I correct? I didn't do this thing very well. Not up to 9 cents. Okay, so this trade actually did about, is it more than, what's it called, from here to here? This trade actually did 1,000 something percent. Hello?
Yeah.
That's 1,000.2%.
It actually from, yes, you can see it for yourself,
Wow.
right? Now, this actually happened in less than 30 minutes. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, it's crazy. You will not see this in Forex, right?
Never.
You will never see, I know. You will never see it in Forex. Now, the reason I'm showing this is that there's another trade I would love to show you, but I don't know if I can, at least, since my brother said that this thing it runs for like forever. CRV.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another coin, right? It was listed today, this morning at about 5 a.m. That was one of the trade I did, but not on this exchange. I actually went to another exchange to buy it very cheap to come back here to sell, but I got I got trapped somewhere. Actually, I would have loved it because I went out to buy a lot because I know these people are going to sell it as it's going to pump here. Actually, it pumped here to about $23, right? And for $10, right? And I was planning to run out, and they told me I cannot withdraw until after 24 hours.
Wow.
So I just died there.
Oh, wow.
So that's how fun it is. So whenever you're going out to another exchange to do something, you need to check a whole lot about them. Actually, it's an exchange I've been using, but I didn't know such will happen. So now imagine this one did about 300 and something percent.
370?
Yes, right? Let me be sure I clear as to what. Okay, 375%, right?
Yeah.
And now you see the way it dropped.
Wow.
Right? Do you know why this project dropped?
No.
It dropped because of a news, nothing else. On this other exchange, this coin did 180 something percent. No, not 180 something percent. It was sold at $180 something for one. Are you getting it?
Yes.
I'm talking about respecting candles now in the crypto. Why most times crypto guys don't respect candles to a point. Now it was sold at 180 something, almost $200 for one. Now when it was listed here, it could have done more because this exchange has enough liquidity, right? But it dumped. The reason it dumped was because Twitter, what's it called? Twitter news, Twitter chats, as in people started criticizing the project that it's a scam, this and this, that and that.
I read it this morning that people were saying that CRV is a scam or something like that.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
So there was no way to hold this price here. It dumped.
Wow.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
So that's why in the crypto space, we respect candle to an extent because candles here don't mean anything sometimes.
So fundamental is vital.
Yes. So while you're doing your crypto, what's it called, your technical analysis, keeping your eyes all low on the ground to know what is happening, right? It's just like if you had bought Bitcoin when it was like now, look at here, CRV if you can you see my screen? It's $9 on Binance, right?
Yes,
On
that's it.
OKEX or OKEX is actually $7. Can you see? If they could allow me, I want to move my money back to Binance. I don't want to show you the chart so that people would not see what I'm doing. Forgive me. Why are you laughing now? So that's why we don't respect candle to an extent, because the crypto space can go in 1 minute up, 1 minute down, 1 minute up, 1 minute down. So it can be very crazy. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that your trade analysis does not mean that all of that will not work. It will work, but most times there's need to understand some of these things. Now,
can you throw a little bit more light on the lot size?
okay. Now, when you're talking about your lot size, right?
Okay.
For that, if I'm correct to understand what you really mean, because I can't remember doing what's it called?
Correct.
For a while, right? But let me just show you based on what you actually saying. Please, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
The person that
Yes.
asked the question concerning lot size,
Yes,
right?
yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. If you know me, right? I don't used to claim that I know everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to give you a disclaimer. I don't claim to know everything. So most times, not most times, all the time, I try to learn. So can you tell me what you mean by lot size?
Okay. On the charts of that's on pairs, a
Yes.
lot size on forex is the amount of money you get per pip or the amount of money you lose per movement of the
Yeah.
on the market. Yeah. So
Okay.
0 point, there's mini lot sizes, micro lot
Yes.
sizes, standard.
Yeah.
So what you lose, that's what I mean. So it's like
Okay. So now let me say something. Now, concerning your lot size, right? This is how Forex actually works. Forex works in this way. For example, if the US dollar, you trade the US dollars against the pounds or the whatever, right?
yes,
As one goes up, the other goes down, right? As the other goes up, the other one, right?
yes, yes.
That is not how the crypto this thing works. Okay?
Yeah.
The crypto market, it's more or less like being on your own. That's just the best word to use. Now, for example, this is, let me use something that can be one that this is a trade we had some, this was, what date was, this was 12th of July, right? 12th July. We got 248%, right? Within 7 hours here. We got this. And then this other one, we got it in 16 hours. This is 68%, right? Now, when you talk about lot size, these guys, if it's going up, it's going up. Okay?
Yes.
If it's going up, it's going up. It's not doing it against any other coin or any other pair, right? This one is it's actually pegged with Bitcoin. It's not moving with what's it called? It's not if Bitcoin goes up, it goes this other way. No, it goes up because people are buying into it. Okay, people like let me show you here.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, not to interrupt. I think
Much.
what he's trying to say about lot sizes, how much of your account balance are you willing to put in a specific trade? For example, maybe you have $100 and you don't want to use your whole $100 to trade. Maybe you want to use just $20. In case you lose your money, you lose on that trade, you lose only $20. I think that's the question he's trying to ask.
Actually, it's the rate at which you lose. That's what the lot size talks about.
Okay, thank you. If you are talking about the rate at which you lose, right? It does not apply here. It only applies when you are doing what's it called, your risk management in terms of planning more of your risk management. Okay. Now, for example, if you decide to put $500 in this trade, okay.
Yes.
Excuse me. If you decide to put $500 in this trade, and it goes up into maybe it makes like let's say 6%. You have made 6% gain.
Yeah.
If it drops below 6 that way, you have made minus 6% loss. Okay. Now, but when it comes to margin trade, that's where your lot size now starts more like the forex trade starts replicating itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to margin trade, you will transfer a particular amount you want to use for that trade into a different account.
Okay.
I hope I'm getting, is that what you're like trying to get, right?
Yes.
That is when it comes to margin. You transfer a particular amount, like for example, I want to trade with $500. I will move it into the margin. Look at it now. For example, this is margin, right? Now, when it comes to what's it called? Wallet. Look at spot wallet. This is margin wallet. This is future wallet. Okay? So when I move it into margin, right, it means that this is the amount I want to put on that trade. Okay?
Yeah.
And then when it comes to how much you will lose in the trade, first of all, you are paying for, what's it called? Forgot what it's called now, but you pay about, is it 0.9, about $12 or so, depending on your, what's it called, on your
equity.
Yes, based on your funds or
Equity.
capital, or yes, equity in terms of your trade now. Okay. And then one other thing you need to do is that you need to put your stop. Now on what's it called? Forex. Where you set in the trade in motion, you can't stop it, right? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now? I mean, when you set your trade in motion and you have put your lot size and everything, you can't stop it, right?
Yeah, you can either close or be patient.
Okay. And when it's actually against you, when you close, you are still losing, right?
You have lost.
Okay. And the money you have in there is gone, right?
Sure.
It's not like that with the crypto, this thing.
Okay.
That's just the beauty of it. It's not like that. So if, for example, I'm doing that, let's say I'm waiting for a long and enter a long position. You people are supposed to pay for this class. Etienne, you did tell them. Why are you doing free like this, man?
Don't worry, Binance will pay. Don't worry about that one.
Don't mind me.
Now we don't have to do our things.
So let me.
Are we not back-end developers again?
So this is your question, right? And this red zone, right, is to the extent to which you want to lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say you put in $500 and you decide to do a 4% loss. I mean, on stop loss. Okay. When you set your trade in motion, if you put in $500, it would when it's here to stop your trade, which means you're not going to lose totally like you lose in Forex. Do you get it now?
Yeah, I'm getting
Is it well understood?
it. You don't expect me to understand everything today now, but I'm getting it.
Forex.
Bayo, let me add to what you are trying to explain, or what
Okay,
you're
please.
saying, I mean. So there's something that is very, very important that I didn't make mention of. Yeah, I must have made mention of volumes. I told you how Naira was trading at 1.8 billion as of the past 24 hours. Yes, 1.4 billion looks like a lot of money. As far back as 2015, 2016, when I was still trading Forex, the Forex market traded $73 trillion in 24 hours. I don't know whether you heard me. Forex
Okay.
trades
I
7
did.
trillion in 24 hours. Now, a point I'm driving at is that the entire market capitalization for cryptocurrency is just about 300 billion dollars. A typical bank in China, let me say, the bank with the highest capitalization in China is about $17 trillion. So imagine that kind of bank. The bank can buy the whole of Africa, individual countries, together with our GDP and our resources and everything, and he will have change. So very, very.
That's the problem.
So the cryptocurrency market is still very small. A lot of things are affecting it. So what I understand about lot size.
Okay. Concerning liquidity,
okay. What I understand about lot sizes and leverages is that hello. Okay, sorry for the distraction. So what I understand about lot sizes and leverages is that because this market is too big, $73 trillion a day, it's very big. You can't jump into that trade with 5,000 naira. You can't jump into it with 50,000 naira. 50,000 naira is just about.
About Forex.
Yes, about Forex and cryptocurrency. So
Okay.
you get that lot size, which gives you that leverage, so that your $100 becomes something like $100,000 or $50,000.
That's what I'm telling you. That is actually margin trade when you come to crypto exchange.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think it's that.
You can do 10x, okay? You can do 10x, you can do 5x and the like. And then, just like I made mention, you move in your funds to a separate account for that.
Okay.
Yes. And
so
sorry.
somebody was also talking about the difference between margin trade and perpetual and future.
Well, that one is not something we can start talking about in 1 minute, right? You would need to really sit down to see the difference. You need to sit down and see. I don't know, is the person actually from crypto space or coming in from Forex?
The person just dropped it on the chat.
Please, can the person unmute the mic so that I can understand where the person is coming from? Because sometimes I've had this issue with some Forex students, right? You know, when you have the knowledge of one space, sometimes you try to put it in the other space, right? And sometimes the other space does not really recognize what you're doing in that format because it's completely different. Just like I made mention of a trade going up, doing about how many 100% in less than 30 minutes, it will not happen in Forex trade like that. So sometimes people are caught off guard because of that. So, and you can imagine something can go deep like this trade now. Where is it? This one. From 300 and something percent, it went down. Sand that I opened before did 1,000 something percent, and it came down to about 300 or so percent in less than how many minutes. So it can be crazy, right? So there's always this need to learn, okay? There's always this need to learn. And like I tell people, when you're coming into the crypto space, a whole lot of times people, what I get from people is like, what would be the profit? What would be the, if I put this, what would be my percentage out, this, that. Most times I love people not fixing their mind immediately on all of those percentage, right? How much I will make if I put $1,000, if I put $5,000, because you are not making it by putting it. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? You are not making it by putting it. When you put $1,000, yes, either it goes up or it goes down, right? So, excuse me. The only way you can make it is that you know how to make it to go up. Okay? So when you know how to trade, when you know how to what's it called, do your technical analysis, do all of that, and sometimes follow signals. Like in crypto exchange, you just have to follow signals. I don't know how best to explain it. Do you know why you need to follow signals? Please, how many currencies do people have on Forex? My Forex guys, how many do people have?
How many pairs?
You cannot
How many
count it.
pairs?
Well, basically, we have about 28 pairs.
You have only 28.
That's
Right?
physical. It's physical, but there are more than that. But basically, major ones are 28.
Basically, you have 28, right? How many is this? Please see where my mouse, how many is this?
Oh, it's about 28,000 plus.
26,300. That is the number of
that's a
pairs
lot.
that we have here.
Wow.
Okay? So you can go crazy at times. Now, when I started, I almost went crazy. You know why? When I'm following one coin that is giving me 2%, 3%, somebody will call me and tell me that he just made 30%, 50%. And I'm wondering, why didn't I see it? You know, that kind of thing. This is the Tesha, what's it called? Pair. And it has like how many? If you start viewing all, it's something else. All these are different pairs, right? You can see them, okay? So when you follow, what's it called? Trading signals, it keeps you abreast with a whole lot, okay? You don't know which is coming out next. Like, for example, you have several persons actually sitting down to check on this one is checking on that, this one is checking on this, and then you're getting to know which one you can go in. Like I always tell people that when you're going into following trading signals, you don't just follow it because you got it. You also need to sit down.
Shockwave, my head does scatter.
Oh, forgive me.
Hey.
Because the people that ask the question can understand.
Okay.
Abby? So these are your trading pairs. We have 26,000 trading pairs on crypto exchange. I mean, as in the crypto space. And we have 6,459 crypto assets.
Sorry, to add, to just add a little bit. These are the ones listed on CoinMarket.
These are the ones listed here.
Because I'm currently working on a US project and we have not even listed our coin. We are still coming to it, for example.
Hope you can see it for yourself now. And there are a lot of China projects that are not listed here. Okay? The reason I'm showing us this is so that you can see it for yourself. So if you are going to be checking 26,000 pairs, I believe you would have turned to broom by the end of 1 month. Okay.
So what's the best place to get a signal? I mean, how do one get signal?
My senior Oga at the top just told you, right? That you can get signals from Shockwave through them, right? We have a premium signal group. When I call it, the reason we actually made that is one for 9 to 5 guys and then full-time traders, right? The 9 to 5, I know how to follow signal, but I cannot sit down. The trader, I know how to follow signals and I can sit down, right? So the 9 to 5 guy can just follow maybe 2 trades or 1 trade in a day. The day trader or swing trader or whatever kind of trader can stay full day and get all else, right? And get it and use it. When I started into this crypto space, there were trading signals that I actually paid $400 to get.
I paid for one 2017, $100.
Okay. So there are some I paid $400 to get. Then when I was trading, there were some I paid actually almost $1,000, right? And there were some I could not join because I couldn't pay. Full stop. So one thing we actually did is that we have a free signal group. Those free signal group, they are legit. They are not pump and dump signals. I fear pump and dump signals. I fear them. And even if they pump and dump, they are signals that the trades have good liquidity, which means they can bounce back and they are good projects. Okay. Excuse me. So that's that. So for that free signal, you get almost the same thing that was called on the premium, but sometimes the slight difference is that the signal may come in maybe 1 hour or 2 hours late, not because we are doing it willfully, right? But because we are attending to the premium guys, telling them how to go about it and how to end their trade. Okay? So, like if you observe this signal, okay, I think this is just the best one to use here. Okay. Oh, sorry. So this is just a
Hello,
good one.
Shockwave.
Yes, sir, please. So this was
So,
premium. This is a premium signal. Sorry, let me just say this and then I'll keep my mouth shut. You know, sometimes people talk too much and they don't know when they're talking too much. This is a premium signal, right? It's for 7 days. It's actually a swing trade. This is for the general house. It's just for 16 hours. The difference is that those guys on premium, they prefer listening to instructions, while those guys on the other end, they tend to run the way they want to run. So we don't give them long signals because they want to go into different trades based on, I don't know, that's all.
okay.
So please, you can go ahead to say what you want to say, ask questions or something like that.
Okay, thanks for the clarification. Please, that subscribing to the premium signals, how much does it cost?
Hallelujah. Sorry, I'm a Nigerian, right? So
I'm a Nigerian too.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
I'm a Nigerian too.
Oh, okay, we're all Nigerian. Sorry, the reason I said that was just last week I did a training and I was expecting Nigerians, but all the people there were white. So I was like, what's happening to me? So, okay, for the premium, I can't tell you this is what the premium is, okay? Not because I don't want to say it, but so that I don't slap some other person. Okay? So what I will tell you to do is you can send me a chat, excuse me, through ATN. It's actually a fixed amount, okay? You can send me a chat through ATN. And the reason you will also, for ATN, through ATN would be that you get a 50% discount. Did you hear me, sir? Yes. If you can hear me there, you get 50% discount on it. And it's actually for life, for now. Maybe when I have grown to be making like $100,000 every week, then I would increase it.
Wow. That's a nice offer.
Right? Because you are on this guy, Etienne. The day you
No
leave
problem. I can't even leave him now because I will be on his neck when I start my own trading.
So you can reach through ATM. ATM will give you details and everything, how you can reach me out. Yeah.
All right, no problem. Thanks.
You're welcome, please. Any other question? Please ask all your question now, except my God ends the time.
Oh, good evening. Just
Good evening.
just a little question. The major difference between margin and futures, like I want to believe one signal cannot go in for this kind of for the two different
Okay.
trades. You can't get a signal and that signal works for the two different trades. That's the futures and the margin.
Yeah, so for signals, we are giving signals, we let you know if it's actually for a margin trade or for a spot trade, okay?
Okay.
Yes, we make you know, and also we tell you if you are going to do it 3x, if you are going to do it 5x, or if you are going to do it 10x. We know about that very well. Though I've not been doing much of leverage trading, I prefer doing just spot and margin, okay? Where there's good liquidity and it should, one thing you should know about this space also is that the moment Bitcoin starts dumping, it's hope you know. So
yes,
if Bitcoin falls, it tends to pull every family member down. It's such a wicked family member.
Okay.
So and when it's going up, also it does the same thing. Okay, so we're always very careful with that. So that's one thing we will need to understand. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So guys, man, I don't know now. Did you guys learn from me, or I learned from you, or we learned from Shockwave, or Shockwave learned from us? I don't know. But I think a lot of learning has gone on, and I really do appreciate people who have come around. Yeah. So we look forward to having more of this. So I'll appreciate if you people can join our Telegram group. From the Telegram group, we do a lot of advertisement on what we do and how we do it. So you can always follow up on things like this when next we are having this. So for the month, I think we might still have one more lectures like this for the month. Yeah. So stay in tune, and special thanks to Shockwave, special thanks to everyone who came around. All right. So I'm very sure that people have more questions, but I won't hesitate to see these questions. Please don't hesitate to see that your questions are being sent out on the Telegram group. Like, there are always people there to answer. Like, I have a lot of traders on that Telegram group. I have a lot of guys working with exchanges. Like, when I say we work with, they don't work with somebody who work with. They work directly for full-time staffs and all those things. And a lot of people there are also having signal groups, but what we are working with is shockwaves. Just kind of disclaimer, just for us to be very clear before you start getting signal from somebody and you think that lawmaker is helping you out. No. Once you get the signals from shockwaves, you're in the right place. So, without further ado, I think I'll have to call today a day. Right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, boss.
My SB boss.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kyle.
I hope to be a
Thank you very
guru
much.
like you one day.
It's small.
Thanks, it was a good one.
Like, small. I dived into blockchain and cryptocurrency in 2016. Like, this is how many years ago? This is like 5 years ago. So by the time you do your own 5 years, you'll be more than me. You'll be more than what I am.
Daddy, say so.
You have a lot of resources. When I started, there was nobody doing videos like this.
That's true.
Yeah,
we did.
I ran
yeah.
away in 2016. I ran away.
If you are coding on Ethereum, there's nothing like Web3. You interact with the raw code. There was no library. There was no this one. Now that I've abstracted a lot of things to become an Ethereum developer in just 3 months or 6 months, you have to learn how to code on Ethereum. It wasn't like that. Most of those tools that you have today that is helping you to code that thing, it wasn't there. So you write the raw code yourself. It was tough. I met one US guy. The guy was working for SAP, SAP. He was working for SAP. He was working on one coin. Then I told him that, Oga, teach me to code this thing. He said, I found back at 2016. The guy told me that, see, bros, you have to pay me. He called one outrageous amount. I was still in school then. I was still in university. Like, I'm not seeing 2,000 naira to eat for that week, and you're telling me to pay you $2,000. Like, how come? How far? And today you get a lot of these things for free. So I think you're serious about
Everybody there.
what you are trying to do.
I'm a man.
Mindset about this crypto thing. Seriously, I really appreciate it. I think
So thank you.
I'm going to get used to it now.
Yeah, very nice.
I like your way of teaching. You're friendly. Thank you.
Oh. So
And
Thank
again,
you very much.
I love the way you teach, though. You do make it not to be boring. Yeah, your class is not bored.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Nigeria, we say na God.
I beg you, don't carry that one. Come here.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
When next time we can start this kind of training again? No?
It's 6 o'clock.
Thank you.
When next time we having this kind of training again?
I don't understand any shit.
This is not concluded.
Sorry, bro. With time you will understand.
The day is not yet concluded, but I will get back to you. Definitely.
Okay.
All right. No problem.
Okay. Let's see.
All right. Thanks so much. I got the rest of the day, boss.
Yeah.